Our next Spotlight Speaker contestant is Alan Twigg. Alan Twigg brings more than 20 years of experience helping dental and healthcare leaders navigate HR compliance, strengthen onboarding, and build stronger, more connected teams. He is known for making the complex world of HR clear, practical, and actionable, turning people management into true competitive advantage. Please join me in welcoming Alan.
Have you ever been in a situation where there was a lot on the line, where success meant new doors would open and failure just meant status quo? I was in one of those situations on April 6, 2002. I was in San Diego, I was sitting in a boat about this wide, and there was a lot on the line. I was in San Diego for a rowing race. I used to row crew in college. And rowing and I got along beautifully because rowing is a system. There is a system for success in rowing. And I am a systems guy. I love a good system. Do we have any other systems lovers here? We got a bunch, yes. Spreadsheets, standard operating procedures, checklists. It's wonderful. And what we're talking about today is taking some of those principles from the rowing system for success and applying them to our practice, specifically to create an HR system for success. Now, one of those principles in rowing is that in rowing, there are no superstars. There is no one person who carries the entire boat for everyone. And part of the reason in rowing is just simple physics. You have 8 rowers. Each rower has one oar going out one side of the boat. So you can be the biggest, baddest, most powerful rower in the world. And all you'll do is pull that boat around in a giant circle. So baked into the culture of rowing is this idea that we win or lose together as a team always. That needs to be part of your practice culture. As a team, you rise, you fall, you succeed, you fail together as a team. Now, the reason why there was so much on the line that day in San Diego was that if our boat won that particular race, there was a good chance that we would be cordially invited to the prestigious Henley Royal Regatta on the Thames River in England. That's my best British accent. Sorry if there's anyone who's actually British here. Yes, if we won that race, we would be invited to this amazing race over in England. What you need to understand is that, number one, as a 19-year-old college student, that's not an opportunity that comes up every day. And number two, I went to a 2-year school, not a 4-year school. So we were racing against people who were older, more experienced, and we were basically the underdogs. And we really wanted to go to England. We really wanted to win this race in San Diego. So as the kids would say today, we were locked in. Specifically, we were locked in at the start of the race. Now, the start of a rowing race is incredible. If you ever get a chance to see it in person, jump at the opportunity. The boats get into their lanes, then they carefully maneuver so they're pointed perfectly straight down the course. There's talking, there's noise, and then gradually, slowly, the race course falls silent. It is so quiet you could hear a pin drop on the surface of the water. And every eye of every rower is staring laser focused at the same thing. And that same thing is a flag. See, the way a race starts is there's a person standing on a raised platform. They raise a flag above their heads. They say, "Attention!" They drop the flag and they say, "Row." But buried in the fine print, it says that you can start to go as soon as that flag begins to move. The speed of light is faster than the speed of sound, which is why everyone is laser focused on that flag. And that's another piece for your HR system for success is what is that flag in your practice? What is that thing that you want your team laser focused on? Maybe it's case acceptance, getting new patients, maybe it's increasing your collections. The key thing is, have you clearly communicated that to the team? Do they actually understand what they're supposed to be doing? And are they actually doing it? Now, in San Diego on that day, when that flag dropped, the silence was shattered by a loud snap as all the oars popped into the back of their oarlocks. Each boat weighs 2,000 pounds, so the rowers take short, quick strokes to build momentum, then 20 full power strokes to get up to the race speed, and then the race is on. Now, once a race is on, there are many things that lead to success or failure. There's fitness, there's equipment. The secret sauce is confidence. Confidence is what separates a good team from a great team. And in your practice, I think about confidence in 3 areas. The first area is confidence in leadership. This is where vision and trust, psychological safety, so important in that. The leader always sets the tone. The second area is confidence with each other. This is where turnover is so detrimental to success. It's also where having a really good HR policy manual and job descriptions are super important because they ensure that we're all playing by the same set of rules and the expectations are clear. And the third area is confidence in self. This is where career development, employee appreciation, and employee engagement becomes so important, especially in the tight labor market that we have in dental right now. I'm happy to say that on that day in San Diego, our boat did have confidence in leadership. We absolutely had confidence in each other, and we all had confidence in ourselves. And approximately 6 minutes after that flag dropped, our boat did cross the finish line in first place. That's what we said. And we did get that invitation to the Henley Royal Regatta. We raced later that year for 2 weeks against crews from around the world. It was an incredible experience, an incredible season. All of us from our boat have stayed in touch over the years. We've celebrated milestones, and we all look back fondly on those days rowing together. Now, what I want for you in your practice is for you to have a really solid HR system for success. Why? It's really simple. I want you to be happy. I want you to enjoy your life. I do not want HR to be something that stands in the way of your success. Sometimes in our day-to-day busyness, it doesn't really feel like there's anything on the line. But there is something on the line. It's our own happiness and well-being. It's our ability to experience joy and curiosity. And after all, what's more valuable than that? Thank you very much.
Alan, great job. Fist pump man. All right, let's stand over here. So we'll start with Bet this time. I keep swapping
You can't
it
say
up.
that's what she said.
That's what I just said. So I have to read this to you because I was very engaged the whole way, and that's a lot for me, to be engaged the whole way. I love when there's a strong beginning, a confident middle, and an ending. And the good news is I was in the race with you the whole time. And I thought your references in your story really were compelled to make HR1 less scary. Because let's face it, in the work environment today, HR is the second most powerful position in a corporation today to the CEO, in my opinion. So making that less scary and making it digestible, I think you did a great job. Your gestures, you had great humor. Well done.
Thank you.
What she said, no. I wanted to tell you that you sold it. You sold it to me. Like, I'm going to go home on Monday and tell my daughter, who now is in my practice, that we need an HR system. So very persuasive, very persuasive. So thank you very much.
There's really nothing more that I can say. I think Bet's reading my notes. I was invested. I was into the story. I love that. You walked out here with confidence. Your emotions were very confident. Your humor was perfect. And how you related it back to your product was great. Thank you.
Awesome. Another round for Alan, please.